Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to show you the easiest way to flash a program onto an STM32 Blue Pill using the Arduino IDE software. There are three methods to flash programs onto the STM32 board: using an ST-Link programmer, using a USB to serial converter, and direct USB flashing. Technically, the ST-Link method is the most professional and reliable option. However, for absolute beginners, the USB to serial method can feel much easier because you do not need to install any driver or bootloader firmware for this method. You simply need to connect an 𝐓𝐢𝐿 module with the STM32 board like this. To flash a program using this method, you will need a USB to serial converter module, such as an 𝐓𝐢𝐿 module. In this demonstration, I am also using an OLED display and an LED light to run a demo code. I am wiring the circuit on a Vero board exactly as shown in the circuit diagram. Now, here comes the important part. You must set the board into programming mode before uploading the code. To do this, switch the boot 0 jumper to 1. This allows the board to enter programming mode and makes it possible to flash the program. Otherwise, the program will not upload successfully. After that, connect the 𝐓𝐢𝐿 module to your computer. Next, we have to install the STM32 board package in the Arduino IDE. Go to the board manager. If you search for STM32 directly, you will not find the required board package there. So first, we need to add the board manager link. To get the link, go to Google and search for STM32 board link. You will find the required link there. Simply copy the link. Then, go to Files, open Preferences, and find the Additional Board Manager URLs section. Paste the copied link there. After that, search for STM32 again in the Board Manager, and you will see STM32 MCU-based boards. Simply install it. The installation process may take a few minutes to complete. Once the installation is finished, open the main code that you want to flash onto the board. In STM32, the GPIO pins are divided into 4 ports. A, B, C, and D. Therefore, pins must be defined in this format, such as PA0, PB10, or PC13. Now go to Tools, then Board, then STM32 MCU-based boards, and select Generic STM32F1 series. After that, go to Tools again and select the correct COM port. Then, select the proper board part number. You can find the part number written directly on the chip of your STM32 board. Choose the model according to the text written on the chip. Next, select the upload method STM32Cube Programmer serial. Then click on the upload button. The code will first compile, and then it will start uploading to the board. During the uploading process, you will see Downloading in Progress, and you can also view all the information related to the code size and board details in the output section. When the upload is completed successfully, it will display File Download Complete. The code will start running immediately after the upload, even if the board is still in programming mode. However, if you press the reset button while boot 0 is still set to 1, the code will stop running and the board will enter programming mode again. To run the code permanently, switch the boot 0 jumper back to 0. Then press the reset button, and the code will start running normally. If you want to upload another program later, simply switch the boot 0 jumper back to 1 and press reset again. So, that's all about flashing a program onto an STM32 Blue Pill board using the Arduino IDE and an 𝐓𝐢𝐿 module.